Did you ever hear this quote? It's by an NFL player named Carl Banks. He said, "Don't let a bad play become a bad day." You've reached Talking to Dr. Terrie, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 219. I'm Dr. Terrie Wurzbacher. How profound is that? Let me say it again because some people are just getting settled in and often miss the entry line. Don't let a bad play become a bad day. When I read that, it struck me as one of the best life lessons I've heard. I think most of us have had the experience where somewhere in our lives something went wrong early in the day. There's traffic on the way to work. The kids aren't ready on time, so you have to rush or maybe even drop them off at school. Perhaps your boss is in a bad mood or a colleague called in sick and you have to do all their work. Any number of things can be perceived as going wrong. If we don't pay attention, this can snowball so that everything that follows gets worse and worse. By the time you get in bed that night, you're exhausted and know that you didn't behave like you would have liked. You started or continue to fight over something dumb. You're stressed out and can't sleep so that you just know that tomorrow is going to be bad too, and it goes on and on and on. That's where this quote, and William Shakespeare's too, come in. Shakespeare said, "Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so." This one says, "Don't let a bad play become a bad day." We have to keep these two reminders first and foremost in our mind. So what? You had to take the kids to school. There will be a time in the future when you'll miss doing that. Big deal you got stuck in traffic. There were some people who missed being killed at 9/11 attacks because they were stuck in traffic. Maybe your colleague did call in sick. Aren't we supposed to take care of our neighbors and be kind? What if you get sick sometime and need people to cover for you? Do you want them to grumble and complain about that? There are plenty of relaxation tools out there. You can do a short walk, you can do other types of exercise, there are mantras to say, meditation, and even simple, quick breathing techniques. Dr. Gilbert talks a lot about relaxation and frequently gives you a seminar on relaxation. Remember how last week we talked about reactions are physiological, but responses are choices, as Chad reminded us? You can make good choices. You may have to practice some, but it's worth it. Had I known this quote when I was working, I would have printed it out and put it up on my computer and even made a big sign to hang in my office. I also need to remember it when I do these long journey runs. It would have helped me tremendously. And that's a whole nother call, which you may or may not get subjected to, but we'll see. Take some time to figure out how you can just move on to the next play without carrying the last one with you. Share some of your techniques if you want when you hear the beep, and I'll talk about them on the weekly roundup. Have a diamond bad play free day.